Welcome to Sam's English Workshop. I am a British English accent reduction coach, which simply means I help you, I coach you to speak with an accent like mine, a British English accent. And in today's video, this is the complete video guide for this sound here. A really important sound, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through the pronunciation. The British English pronunciation. Then we're going to talk about common mistakes that I see my students making and how to stop making them. And finally, a practice session together looking at keywords and sentences and obviously focusing on intonation and connected speech at the same time. We have lots to learn. Let's go. So how do we make the sound? We need to begin with the short U sound. I've already produced a complete practice guide for the short U sound just here, okay? So if you haven't already seen that, go and look at that video and then come back to this one. Why? Because this sound begins with the short U sound. Can you see my mouth is open? The tongue is low in the mouth. The sound comes from the back of the mouth. It's short. But now we're going to make that sound longer. It's the same mouth and tongue position, so make it longer. Can you hear it begins with that sound? Practice. Okay, now we've got that lovely long sound. Make sure you keep the mouth open, right? We're going to talk about some of the common mistakes that students make with this sound. So the common mistakes, number one, is simply that students don't have their mouth open enough. So make sure your mouth is open. Maybe practice in front of the mirror, nice and open. Second mistake, students often produce the sound too short. Make it nice and long. And the third mistake we are going to see while we practice certain words with certain spellings. I will explain that in just a moment. Let's begin practicing. The first common spelling for this sound is the aarr combination of letters. Let's see it in these words. Artist, farm, barn, car, park, star, party, start, part, bar. When you were repeating those words, were you keeping it nice and long? Artist, for example, and was your mouth nice and open? And also, sometimes I notice students, because they're trying so hard, they get really tense and they're, no, relaxed. Artist. Okay, mouth open. Keep it relaxed. Keep it long. Let's do some more words. Hard. Start. Dark. March. Smart. Large. Charm. Charge. Market. Charter. Okay, so we've seen the aarr combination of letters. Another mistake I often see, for example, Spanish speakers, Italian speakers, or many European languages, because they have a strong R pronunciation at the ends of their words, they see the letter R and they really want to pronounce R sound. It's not. It's just mouth open. As soon as you start doing that, your tongue comes up to the top of your mouth to make the R. No, keep the tongue low. Keep the mouth open. Maybe if you're from Europe, practice in front of that mirror to make sure it's all relaxed. Okay, let's see another common spelling and then how we use this sound. I said I was going to mention another common mistake in our practice session, and here it is. With this letter, A, it can be pronounced in many different ways, but in these words, it's pronounced as aarr. That's the correct pronunciation. But many students, they see the letter A, they think ah, and they say father, bath, dance, pass, for example. We don't pronounce those words in that way. It's the long aarr sound. Let's practice it in these words. Number 1, father, bath, dance, spa, hearth. Did you notice silent L, hearth? You might say 2:30. Number 6, palm. That's that part of your hand, palm. To feel 7, calm, pass, disaster, grass. Now let's look at the next column, rather. This one is one that students always get incorrect, example, not example, example. 3, answer, after, craft, class. And the last one, students always make mistakes with this word, make it long, can't, can't. Students often make it short and say can't, I can't, no, I can't. So you can practice can, can't, can, can't. Can you hear the difference in length? Can, short, can't, long, can, can't. Have a practice. So let's practice some sentences using our sound in many words. Now note, we're going to think about intonation, so bring it down at the end of sentences, at the end of key ideas, and remember some connections. So in sentence 1, we have charter, it ends in an R, a consonant, and the next word, office, begins with a vowel sound, which means we can connect them together. Charter office, charter office. The sentence, the car stopped by the charter office in the market. Your turn. Sentence 2. Now we've got some more connections here. Placed a charm on. Let's see. She placed a charm on the large barn door. Sentence 3. We have one connection. Less at. Less at. The sentence, and keep the R sound nice and long. The artist planned to charge less at the street market. Your turn. So now 3 more sentences. The artist worked in the dark barn behind the farm. Sentence 2. We will start the march at the old market. And sentence 3. Notice the connection, sat under, sat under. The sentence, the smart boy sat under the large parking car shelter. Your turn. Well done for practicing those. Now I'd just like to talk about some of my English classes. Now, it's great having these little practice sessions. Keep practicing this every day. We call that micro practice. It's the idea of learning something really big in little practice sessions every day. So that's great. Keep practicing, everyone. But what's going to really help you is having my guidance in a 1-hour weekly lesson where I can listen to your accent, work out the specific sounds you need to work on, and give you targeted exercises on what you need to practice every week. If you are interested in personal one-on-one online classes with me, they are £22 per hour, and they are going to really help you target on what areas of your pronunciation you need to be working on. Also in the class, we will have quite a long conversation session. Why? It helps you put all of this practice that you're doing now and in the class into real life practice. Often students, when they start conversation, they forget and revert back to their old pronunciation. No, we need to keep changing it even when you're in conversation mode using your new pronunciation. So if you would like to take a class with me, I can really help you. Simply email me at this email address explaining that you would like to take classes. We can organize a trial class and then I'll help you further from there. Let's do some more practice. So now we have lots of words with the letter A, which we pronounce as aarr. So keep it long. Don't pronounce it short like can't. No, can't. Sentence number 1. First of all, the connection. Craft anything. Craft anything. The sentence, we can't craft anything after the class ends. Your turn. Sentence number 2. Again, we've got a connection. Instead of. Instead of. The sentence, she can't believe he said pass instead of giving an example. Sentence 3. Again, we've got some connections. Demander. Demander. Then at the end of the next word, refund after. Refund after. Altogether, they can't demand a refund after the spa visit. Once more, right? They can't demand a refund after the spa visit. And 3 more sentences. First of all, the connection. Number 1, calm after. Calm after. The sentence, I can't believe my father stayed so calm after the disaster. And everyone, you can see in blue. Have you worked out what the blue letters mean? That's our schwa sound. The Can you hear it? Father, after, the. So it's all right? Just helps you be conscious of that really important sound, which helps in connected speech. Number 2, she can't take a bath because the spa is half closed. Your turn. And the last one, they can't dance on the wet grass. Now, maybe you're thinking, but I've been to the UK and I've heard some people say bath, grass, half. And you're correct. In Northern England, they often use the short a, all right? But in correct RP British English, RP British English basically how the Queen speaks, how people around the Oxford area speak. It's the version of British English that is internationally accepted and that we teach. It's the long R sound. So don't be confused. If you meet someone from the northern part of the UK, they might say bath, but the English we're teaching, the international version, bath. Got it? So well done for practicing, everyone. Finally, if you'd like to take advantage of my lessons, don't forget, simply drop me an email at this email address. I'll respond. Then we can have a free trial lesson and we can begin your course from there to really improve your British English accent. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Please give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe to the channel because there's so many more practice guides coming very soon. Keep practicing every day, the micro practice. And of course, if you haven't seen my other guides, here are some to keep practicing this week. Catch you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.